Hey man, have you ever felt like you're just a backup in someone's life? Like you're always available, always trying, but somehow always waiting for her to decide if you're worth her time? That's exactly what happened to my friend Jack. Let me tell you exactly how that all changed and how he went from being her backup plan to the man she couldn't get back. Jack met this girl, Lisa. In the beginning, everything was fireworks. Late night calls, texts that felt electric, laughs that didn't feel forced. It was that kind of start that makes you think, man, this one's different, but it didn't take long for things to shift. Slowly, Lisa's energy changed. Whenever Jack would try to plan something like a dinner, a walk, even a coffee, she suddenly became the busiest person on earth. Work, friends, tired, stressed, you name it. Now let's be fair. People have lives. We all get busy, but there's a huge difference between being busy and making someone feel like they're not worth fitting into your schedule. Lisa wasn't showing Jack she had a life. She was showing him that he didn't fit into it. He didn't want to believe it at first. Every time she canceled or pushed something back, he gave her the benefit of the doubt. She's just overwhelmed, he'd say. But that benefit ran out fast when he booked a rooftop dinner, something real nice, thinking they'd finally get some quality time and maybe talk things through. 2 hours before the dinner, she canceled again, said it was work-related. That hurt. But what stung even more was a mutual friend spotted her out with her girls at a bar that same night. That's when it hit him like a punch to the gut. Jack wasn't her priority. He was the safety net. And that realization? It tore him up inside. He came to me the next day, looking like he hadn't slept. "What do I do?" he asked. And I told him something I want every man to remember. If you're not her first choice, then you're just her insurance. And a man with self-respect doesn't stand in line hoping to be chosen. He needed to stop thinking about what he was losing and start focusing on what he was giving. Because when you're constantly chasing someone who keeps running, you're teaching them that you'll keep showing up, no matter how little effort they put in. That's not loyalty, that's self-neglect. See, bro, women know what they're doing. If she's giving you crumbs, it's because she knows you'll take them. She knows she doesn't need to do much to keep you around. And the longer you stay, the more you validate that behavior. So I told Jack what I'm telling you now. You want her to take you seriously? Then stop making it so damn easy for her to disrespect your time. Stop dropping everything when she calls. Stop rearranging your life just to get a sliver of hers. Show her that your time matters. Show her that you matter. Start living a life that doesn't revolve around her. Build something so solid, so powerful, that whether she's in or out doesn't shake your foundation. When she sees you thriving, when she sees that you're no longer orbiting around her, trust me, her curiosity will spike. That's not a trick. That's energy, and that's magnetism. Walk differently, talk differently, not out of arrogance, but because you've finally woken up to your own value. You don't need to be loud. Confidence is quiet. It's in the way you carry yourself, the way you say less, the way you no longer wait around for someone to pick you. And never let her get too comfortable. Comfort, unchecked, breeds complacency. Switch things up. Create surprise. Create distance. Be the guy she can't predict. Be the guy who she thinks she has, but isn't totally sure. You don't owe anyone your consistency if they're inconsistent with you. You don't have to explain why you pulled back. Let your absence speak. Let the silence do what your words can't. When she reaches out and you're no longer quick to respond, she'll feel the shift. When she starts seeing that your world doesn't pause for her anymore, the power dynamic flips. And if you've been stuck in that backup role, don't think it's too late. You can take back control. You just have to stop giving so much of yourself to someone who's only giving you their leftovers. Focus on your mind, your body, your hustle. Level up in silence, let the results speak. That's exactly what Jack did. He stopped texting first, stopped trying to win her over. He started hitting the gym, grinding at work, surrounding himself with people who made him feel seen. Lisa noticed. She started texting more. Suddenly, she was free this weekend. She didn't cancel. She asked to reschedule. The whole tone changed. But here's the twist. Jack didn't jump at the chance. He was different now. He wasn't trying to get back in her good graces. She was trying to get back at him. He wasn't mad. He wasn't bitter. He was just done playing small, and that hit harder than any speech he could have given her. See, bro, women don't fall for the guy who's always there waiting, always hoping, always chasing. That guy becomes predictable, background noise, a comfort blanket she knows she can throw in the closet and grab whenever she's cold. That's not who you are, or at least, that's not who you're supposed to be. They want a man who commands respect, without needing to raise his voice. A man who moves with certainty, who lives like he means it. You do that by having purpose, having standards, having lines that you don't cross, even if it's for someone you care about. That's the difference. That's when you stop being the nice guy she keeps on standby and start being the man who makes her nervous to lose. And your attention? That's not something you give away just because she bats her eyes or sends a flirty text at 11 p.m. Your time is limited. Your energy is gold. When you walk like you know that, when you live like it's true, other people fall in line and treat you the same way. This isn't about playing games. Let that go. You're not here to manipulate anyone. You're here to stop being manipulated. You're not some emotional crutch she leans on when her other plans fall through. You're not the guy she half loves on Mondays and forgets about by Friday. You're the man who deserves to be seen, respected, chosen, not just when it's convenient. If she can't see your value now, make her see it in your absence. Stop reminding her you're around. Let her feel what it's like when you're not. Let that silence speak. Let the space you once filled become heavy enough to notice. But don't do it to get a reaction. Do it because your peace matters more than her attention. Do it because chasing someone who clearly doesn't see you, that's a slow death to your confidence, your masculinity, your worth. And here's the part most men miss. You don't need her to validate your story. You've got bigger shit to do. Dreams to chase, a body to build, money to stack, people to protect. You've got a life that doesn't revolve around whether or not she thinks you're boyfriend material. So stop waiting for her to come around. Stop hoping she sees your worth one day. Let her see what she missed out on when you're too focused to even look back. When you start walking differently, talking differently, thinking differently, people notice. Let her wonder who's been catching her eye now. Let her question who you've become. Let her see a man who's building something real with or without her. Because something shifts inside you when you stop giving a damn about being liked and start caring more about being respected. You walk taller, you speak slower, you stop jumping through hoops for crumbs of affection. You become someone who makes her nervous in the best way. That's when you stop fearing rejection. You stop needing approval. You stop apologizing for expecting more. And guess what? That's when you become undeniable. That's when she looks at you and realizes she's not in control anymore. That she doesn't get to call the shots, that you've changed, evolved, and grown. And by the time she figures it out, it might just be too damn late. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.